Mama went to school up the holler off the creek in Gatewood County, Ohio. She only went to the 8th grade, and then she repeated the 8th grade until she was 18 years old. She did more heavy work in her lifetime than probably 90% of the men, really. Everyone knew about the situation. It was pretty broadcast because you could hear her screaming for half a mile away. She's reading the National Geographic magazine, and they had an article on the Appalachian Trail and the fact that there weren't a lot of hikers on the trail. No one had hiked it from end to end in one season, and no woman had ever hiked it, and that inspired her. She decided she could do it.
I've had friends say she was well ahead of her time, and when you really think about it, well, maybe she was.
She did it because she wanted to do it. She wanted to do something that was noteworthy that no one else had done.
She was just grandma.
She was just grandma.
Yeah, and I just assumed most grandmas did the things that she did, you know?
She started at Mount Oglethorpe in April, and she wound up on Mount Katahdin in October.
I don't ever remember grandma being afraid of anything.
Mama always took care of herself.
She scared a bear off, and when the reporters said something to her, she said, well, after having a brood like she raised, an old bear wasn't nothing.
She came to a swollen creek. It was pretty wide, pretty broad, and the water was rushing fairly fast, and she wondered, how is she going to get across the creek? And so the 2 Eagle Scouts came along. And so they tied her between them. And one of them carried her pack, and they waded her across that wide, broad, rushing creek. And she said right in the middle, she got seasick. And she looked up, and was walking across blindly, really, thinking, how did an old woman like me get caught up into a situation like this?
She was a very strong, independent woman that did what she wanted to do and let no one else bring her down and tell her that she couldn't do it.
I think she inspired a new interest in the Appalachian Trail, because when she was on national television talking about the Appalachian Trail, it probably was news to a lot of people. And I'm quite certain that it inspired a lot of people, particularly young people.
If you want to do something, you should go for it, that you don't have to wait till somebody tells you that you can do it.
I think it's an important part of her personality, her character, her strength, and how her self-confidence prevailed.